Alright, so now that we have digital up here and the font that we want, we are going to open up the circuit board file and import it in. Now the book has this weird thing of doing it. Well, I shouldn't say it's weird, but we're going to take a shortcut. I want you to go click on File and say Place Embedded. And find your circuit board, the circuit board file, and click Place. Boom, there it is. Okay, so the textbook has you opening it up on a different window and then moving it across and everything like that. That works fine if you want to manipulate it, but if this file is exactly the way that you want, just place it. That's if you just want to throw a picture in, just place it. That's how I do it anyway. Next, we're going to use the Move tool. Hit V for move if you want, and move. Whoops, my mistake. Make sure that you're in the circuit board. And I should actually talk about why that changed. Okay, so you will notice that over here, auto select is turned on. Okay, and that can sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But if I want to move the circuit board, you'll notice that it's underneath the model layer. And so when I click and drag, it drags the model layer because that's the auto select and it's on top. So how do I avoid that? Well, you can actually see that the model layer is selected here. So I could pick the circuit board over on the left, or what I can do is I can just turn off auto select, click in the layer panel over here, and drag it forward. Now, if you hold down the shift key, it doesn't let you slide off to the side. The shift key will lock it in place and let you go straight up. And we want to put it about there. Okay? And if you opened, you don't need the circuit board file if you opened it the other way, so you can close that now. And then what I want you to do is we're going to transform this picture. So make sure you're clicked on it, and you can go Edit, Transform, Scale, or Command T, Control T for Windows. And I want you to hold down the Option key, Alt for Windows, as you drag a corner handle on the bounding box. Right. And basically what we're looking to do is we are looking to have this about the same width as the font. So it doesn't close it that much, to tell you the truth. Okay, this is more just to show you that, hey, look, we can change it. That keeps the scale, by the way, when you're holding down the Option key. You mess around with all the different things, the shift and options, see what they do. That's fine. You can always undo it later. Okay, so now we're going to commit this transformation. So we click on this check mark right here. And what you're going to do is you are going to double click the layer 1 name and change it to circuit board if you haven't already. Okay, there it is right there. You double click and change the name if it isn't there already. And then we're going to create a clipping mask from the layers panel menu. Right? There's a whole bunch of ways you can do this. You can click on this guy and say create clipping mask. You can, what I do is I right click on it and pick that guy. All right, there. Holy cow, isn't that cool? Don't you just love that? If you move this guy around too, you'll notice that it moves underneath of that. I just love it. So you can adjust it as you wish. Move it around to get all of the parts in there. I like it there. Great. Okay. Next, I want you to select the digital layer in order to make it active. The digital layer right there. Okay. And you're going to click Add a Layer Style button. That's down here on the bottom. And I want you to click, choose the inner shadow. Boom. And then I want you to change the blend mode to multiply. And opacity is going to be set to 48 right here. And I want you to change the distance to 18, the choke to 0, and the size to 16. All of these guys right here. Then say, okay, by the way, actually, if you turn preview on and off, you will notice what you've done. Isn't that neat? Hey, doesn't that make it look really cool? I love it. All right, say okay. And save your work so far. That's a clipping mask, and you've also added in some layer style effects. See you in the next video.